Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me on this water sign tarot reading. This is for all Cancers, Scorpios and Pisces for the week ahead. Let's look at your biggest opportunity for the week, the biggest challenge that you'll face, and then anything else that the universe wants you to know. We'll start by cutting the deck and then looking at let's look at what you don't see coming. What's at the bottom of the deck here? Awesome, you have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a beautiful card, and it indicates that by the end of the week you will be sitting like this man in a very contented position, okay? You'll be feeling very fulfilled and satisfied with the outcome of a situation. This is something that you've been working on for a while. You've been putting quite a lot of effort into manifesting this situation, and that energy that you've been putting in, you're now going to be able to sit back and actually enjoy. So you can definitely expect to feel contented, satisfied, and you'll be able to actually take a bit of a rest, okay? You can kind of stop for a little while and just assess where you are with things. This is a sort of a non-rushed energy. This is a calm energy, and I always think with the Nine of Cups, it's a sort of balanced energy. It precedes the Ten of Cups, which is about total emotional fulfillment. So this is kind of priming you towards getting, just before you feel completely satisfied with the situation, you're really on the cusp of it, you're really on the verge of complete fulfillment. So just a little bit longer and you'll be extremely satisfied with the results of a project or a situation that you have been involved in. This is going to be your opportunity. We've got the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles here is saying that you are going to be very balanced this week. You're going to be able to effectively juggle different priorities. You're going to be able to manage multiple tasks without compromising the quality. We'll find out a little bit more about that one when we clarify it, but you can expect to be able to really put focus on different things at once without any of them suffering, okay? This is going to be your biggest challenge here, the Magician. When this appears for your greatest challenge for the week, it says that you're going to struggle to create a new situation going forward, okay? So you're going to struggle with manifesting something that you are desiring, and this could be because of a mental block, it could be a self-limiting belief, or maybe just something you believe that's not actually true, and it's kind of holding you back from moving forward and creating the situation or attracting the thing that it is you want to have. So again, we'll clarify that with some more cards to find out how you can maybe get around that situation. The final card is anything that the universe would like you to know. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is all about perseverance, and it's about taking your time with something. You've been working on a situation or a project in your life, you're starting to see results from it, but this is a time to actually take a pause and stop before you burn yourself out, before you become too drained and exhausted, like this man here. And it's a time to look at the situation or look at the project and make an assessment. Do you need to make any tweaks before going forward, or is it time to just bash on and continue on the path you've been going? But it's really important to stop and take that moment of reflection to really discern whether this is an opportunity worth continuing with or changing tack. But again, we will clarify that with some more cards. So let's look at the opportunity, which was the Two of Pentacles. You will be able to juggle things effectively and you'll be able to balance them, but let's find out what area or what that relates to. Okay, you've got the Two of Swords, which is about a mental conflict. You've also got the Ten of Wands, which is about being overburdened, and then you've also got the Knight of Cups. So what it looks like to me is you're basically going to be able to offset some of the things that you've been burdened with, okay? If you feel like you have been managing a lot of tasks recently and you feel like it's just such a weight to carry and you're kind of doing it all by yourself, this is suggesting that you're actually going to be able to offload some of that and find other people to help you with those things, and you're going to find a lot more balance. So if things have been feeling a little bit overwhelming and you've just got too many things, too many plates spinning, you are going to be able to find the balance, and that might mean dropping some of these and doing a bit of an assessment, but it's going to be a really good thing, because if you can strip out anything unnecessary, you're going to be focused on the the biggest sort of the most impactful things, okay? So you can just strip out anything that's not really relevant and focus on the things that are really working for you. I do think that that will come after having to make a decision. There's a sense of conflict right now, and it could be because you've just got so many things going on, but you will be empowered to basically remove the things that aren't working, and this conflict is going to remove itself. So if there has been something that's been difficult to balance and it's been a bit of a struggle to fit everything in, you will be able to drop, you'll know which one it is that you need to drop in order to move forward. And it could come at a time because someone will be coming in to help you. When you see the Knight of Cups in a reading, it suggests that someone who is very compassionate, caring, very creative, and in touch with their emotions is going to be coming into your life. This could also obviously represent you because there is the water energy with the cups. But I feel more so that this is going to be someone coming in to assist you in juggling these priorities, and it's just going to take the weight off you. You're going to feel a sense of relief. That is your biggest opportunity for the week, that by dropping some of these tasks that are just no longer serving you or situations that aren't working, you're going to feel a wave of relief and a lightness that you haven't maybe felt recently. So there's definitely going to be a lot of clarity and yeah, just general lightness. Your energy is just going to feel light and buoyant this week, and you're not going to feel weighed down. Let's look at the Magician and find out why this is in your challenge for the week. Okay, so we do have the Justice card. We've also got the Eight of Swords and, wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. It feels like to me, these two cards definitely resonate with one another. The Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is all about your destiny and your fate, and it's also about the Wheel of Fortune turning and how life kind of comes in cycles. Like, generally our entire life is just one big cycle, okay? As soon as one thing ends, a new cycle begins. And sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune, things can feel like they're out with our control, and to some degree they are, because as much as we do have the power to manifest certain situations or people or events, some things are divine and they have to happen because we're here to learn these things, and we are all on this Wheel of Fortune. You could also kind of think about this as the Wheel of Karma, and sometimes there's karmic debts to be repaid which cannot be overridden by your own manifestations. So perhaps things have felt a little bit out with your control recently, no matter how much you've been trying to, create a certain situation, or you want to try and move somewhere or do something for yourself. It just doesn't seem to be working, but it's because you're on this wheel and you have to go through this cycle. It's just part of life. This situation has been making you feel quite trapped. You feel stuck in a situation or a place and you can't quite see how you're going to move beyond it and where you're going to go. This is kind of natural because this is what this Wheel of Fortune, this Wheel of Destiny is actually teaching you. It's actually, although you feel trapped and you feel stuck, it's all the lessons that you're learning now are part of this Wheel of Karma, this Wheel of Destiny. So yes, it may feel a little bit suppressive, or you might feel, maybe you kind of feel like you're in victim mode a little bit. Why is this happening to me? Or like, blah, blah, blah. But it's because you have to learn these lessons. You have to go through this process. And just know that at the end of the day, you will actually have the justice that you deserve. The Justice card, it's interesting. These two cards actually are very similar. They are different, but similar in certain regards, because the Justice card is also a card of karma. It's the card of cause and effect. If you put some energy out into the world and you've taken some action, then the opposite of that is going to have to come back to you. So any actions that you've taken in the past are now righting themselves, okay? So if you feel like things aren't working for you, it's because of the actions you've taken in the past. And if you do feel things are now working for you and the wheel is turning in your favour, it's because you are now righting those actions and the karmic scales are balancing themselves. So this period of feeling stuck and unable to actually change the situation, it will improve. You just have to go through these lessons, and these are very important life lessons. These are spiritual lessons you have to learn, and once you learn them, you will be able to move forward. So yes, it is a challenge and it's going to push you, but it's going to really develop your resilience and it's going to develop your character. And ultimately, it's just a lesson that you must learn. So, maybe a little bit tricky, but it's going to serve you for the good in the long run. Let's look at the Seven of Pentacles and find out what that's all about. Remember, this is about taking a step back, about assessing a situation and trying to figure out whether you want to go forward with it or not. Yep, you do have to make that decision. The Two of Wands is about deciding on the future outcome of something. So this relates again to a project you're working on. You're starting to see results, like things are starting to happen, but you do have a decision to make about this. Are you going in the right direction, or is there something else that you should be putting your attention to? You can't really do both at the same time. You've got to decide, is it going to be this or is it going to be this? So you do have to make that decision. Wow, you do have the Empress, which is beautiful. And then just look at the final card. Okay, and we've also got the Eight of Pentacles here, which is the card that comes after the Seven, obviously. So it definitely feels like you are being called to make a decision on this project, okay? And you need to decide, are you going to stick on this path? Because if you are, you really are going to have to commit to it and then really start to put some more extra work in. And you're going to have to really pay attention to details. The Eight of Pentacles is about mastery, okay? It's about really honing your skills, refining them, becoming a master of your craft. So this to me is asking you to double down on your efforts. It's saying, right, if you really want to go for this, you need to commit to it now. You really have to decide this is the thing for you. And if you do that, it is going to bring you a really bountiful outcome. The Empress is a card of nurture, is a card of abundance, and is a card of fertility, okay? So in this situation, the thing that you've been working on, it will bring you a lot of fruits, okay? It will bring you a lot of rewards, and you will be able to cherry pick the things that you want from this situation once you've put the work in. But you need to decide, like, are you committing? This is like a card of committal. Are you committing to this decision? If you are, really decide about putting more effort in, ramping up your effort levels, really deciding to focus on this, make it your passion, make it your sole focus. And if you do, you're definitely going to be rewarded by the nurturing and fertile energy of the Empress. There's definitely a lot of potential here for great things, material wealth, abundance, good health. All areas of your life are going to improve with the Empress card. She is the Queen of Nurturing, the Queen of Abundance. So very positive here, but just you have to decide if this is the path for you. Once you make that final decision, things are going to open up for you. And no matter what decision it is, no matter what path you take, it's going to open up and make your life, it's just going to level you up. You're going to go to a whole new level. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, this was for all the water signs. It was for Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. If it resonated, please do subscribe and leave your comments below. If you would like more clarification on this, or you would like a separate personal reading, please do visit my website because I now offer personal spreads and personal readings. The link to that is in the comments, sorry, not the comments, in the description box of the video. So yeah, thank you again for tuning in. I'll be back next week with another water sign general reading. Until then, thank you so much, have a great week, and I'll see you then.